Alright guys, today's video is going to be a short and sweet one. So, I really like this character. I want him to be good, but I think this character is very bad. I think the outwit keyword definitely needs some more support, but I struggled to find a good attack lineup for this guy, and it was very difficult. The death symbol, if you were not playing I don't know, it's just weird because if you're playing the death symbol and you want to do death symbol things, doesn't Bird 2 just do it better? But Armin just gets to play a weird game. Like, hey man, I'm playing all these face downs, and you don't know what they're doing, and I get to move things around to do cool card touchy things. But I really struggled on finding an attack lineup, so I kind of just led into the whole, hey, we got build cards and pickup cards, and we're gonna get big damage on battle order release and yada yada yada. So he struggles a lot. So he's 631. He has a sacrifice a foundation to search for any card and build it face down. You just can't play attacks for the rest of the turn, which is kind of bad because you kind of want to find something you can use early turn. I wish it was an enhance, maybe more than a form. It was a once per turn enhance. And then it's just a once per turn. So I don't know why you can't play attacks for the rest of the turn. I just don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense. You could just have it as a once per. Do they not want you to use the cool and hit thing right away? And then he has a response after you play a keyword ability or an outwit ability, your rival commits a foundation. If this is the third time you've played this ability this turn, commit this card. So which is really weird, is because sure, you get to, if you play an outwit on your rival's turn, yeah, they commit. So committing more than 3 cards, I guess, would be kind of toxic. But I don't know. It's 3. It's just 3. It's just a stun 3 times. And I guess if you're playing a stun deck, I guess you could just play the form and just play a stun deck with him and commit your rival out. Every stun 2 is a stun 3, a stun 4 is a stun 5, yeah, whatever. So I think actually that might be a better way to play him, and then just forget about the outwit keyword. You just get to play you get to find cards, flip them face down, so you get to ready it. Basically, you can just say I ready a foundation at the end of the turn for defense, or you can play some of the outwit cards. A couple of them are pretty good. And then you just save them, and then you just play stun attacks, I guess. I guess that's probably the way I should have built him, with deception daggers and stuff like that. But I kind of wanted to lean into the face down gimmick, because moving cards around is fun. So we got 3 copies of aim shot. Sacrifice a foundation. It's a 5 difficulty, 3 check, 2 mid for... Sorry, 5 mid for 5, 2 mid block. Ranged blitz, sacrifice a foundation, build 1 card from your hand face down. It gets 2 damage, so it's a 5 mid for 7. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's just, it's, you build a card face down, so you can build one of your cool outwit cards face down, which is kind of nice. We got 4 copies of Irwin's Final Charge, 5 difficulty, 3 check, 5 mid 5. One thing about this deck, it's a couple of its attacks are super beefy. They're just giant moves, right? Breaker 1, which is kind of nice, so you can breaker 1 them and then commit 1 card. You can have them commit a foundation, sacrifice any number of foundations. This attack gets +1 damage for each foundation you sacrifice this way. If you sacrifice 5 or more foundations, you get 5 speed. So that's pretty cool. So this is a kill card. So if you build a wide stage, they have to respect, right? I guess that you just straight out lose to a reset or to evading copy. So maybe there's some some legs after evading copy leaves, after sets 2 and 3 rotates. But yeah, that's all I got for this. Signal shot, it's, hardened jab at home, because you don't get to build the card right away. So yeah, that sucks. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, you blitz, you add 1 foundation from your stage to your hand. Yeah. So yeah, you just build the top card of your deck. So 3 mid for 4, so it's a little understated, and it's a 4, and it's a +2 mid block instead of a high block. Can we have that high block back, please? It's fine. It's just a way to get more face downs in, to pick up cards, reset foundations. Tavern Landing. This is kind of a cool card. It's a 4 difficulty, 3 check, 4 high 4. +1 mid block response. After you play this card, add 1 card from your stage to your hand. So so if you it's kind of like that signal shot. If you start getting attacks into your stage from building and all that stuff, you can pick them back up and play. So, but I also like this card because I like the flavor and I like the actual art. The art's pretty sick. like the dude eating the sausage in the foreground, and like Levi is doing his cool Spider-Man gimmick. Execute orders. This is a cool. And when I'm talking about beefy, this one's pretty beefy. 5 difficulty, 3 check, +1 mid, +1 mid block, 6 mid 6 blitz. Add 1 foundation from your hand to your stage. This attack gets +X speed. X equals the difficulty. So this is kind of a non-bow with face downs, but there are ways if you have like battle plan, which is 4, which is probably the best outwit card in my opinion, next to risky gamble. It's a 4 difficulty, so you can give it like 4 speed, so it's a 10 mid for 6. The issue is damage. We're trying to find damage, right? So we're going to find damage in battle order release. Flip a foundation, so draw a card, and then everyone knows what battle order release does. 4 or high for 4. It gets 1 billion damage, max 4 for every face down. Cool thing is, though, this allows us to flip our outwits back down, right? Like, if we want to keep using the battle plans and or, I believe, Desperate Tactics and risky gambles, we can flip them face down again until we reuse them. So that's kind of cool. It gives us a way to reuse them, which is kind of neat because we want to find ways to reuse our outwits, because once we get them down, they're no good face up sometimes. They're better face down. Going into foundations, we got 3 Botons coaching. Death does not lack for 0 diffs. We got 3 copies of Syndicate Target, one of the best low blocks in the game. Unless you're at 1 health. Risky, we got risky. Risky's next. Surviving the final, -1 speed. Risky gamble, going into our 1 diffs, 1/5, +2 mid. Outwit, after your rival draws 1 or more cards during the combat phase, we draw a card. Very cool. And then Deadlock Enhanced Flip, destroy a rival foundation. So what's cool is, actually, if your rival goes into deadlock, this fuels itself again. So it turns it face down to reuse the outwit. Desperate Tactics, 1/5, too low. Outwit, after your rival plays an ability that reduces the amount of speed or damage of your attack. So yeah, so your speed or damage, they have a reset. They set it to 0, -1. Just makes them stun 1, which is really neat. Because on Armin 3, you get to stun 2 them, technically. Pushing the limits, 1/5, 3 high. Flip, after you sacrifice 1 or more foundations, draw a card. We are sacrificing a foundation due to his ability, so this probably could be a 4x, because yeah, we're going to always sacrifice a foundation to find something else. Playing Niku, sacrifice a foundation to 1/5, 3 low, it gets -1 speed, so this also goes into this guy, which also goes into this guy. So if we sacrifice 1 or more foundations, this attack gets -1 speed. So we sacrifice 1 foundation, we get -2 speed. Very cool. Settling old debts, flip, we draw a card. Greater gold, flip 1 foundation after 1 or more foundations are destroyed. This attack gets +2 or -2 damage. So if we're able to destroy multiple foundations, this triggers. We have multiples of these, they all trigger. Irwin's Ruse, flip 1 foundation. This attack gets -1 speed or +1 damage. Gives us a little damage buff. We don't really need the speed hate. We need more damage, so it gives us a little bit of a damage buff. And it also lets us reset our outwits, which is really cool. Sins of the Past gives us some actual card draw, also some discard pile hate, which really probably isn't that relevant anymore, except for like combined firepower and maybe Toga 3. Let me try and think. Offhand, double Jumbo Fist decks, yes, hits a few things in the meta. Oh, Rodan, it also hits Rodan. Like if you want to get rid of all their high block mods out of their discard pile. So this probably goes into the board. I haven't boarded anything. I do not have a board for this deck yet. So Ambition of Erwin Smith, unique. Sacrifice a foundation, commit a rival foundation. We play it for the response once per turn after you sacrifice 1 or more cards. So when we use our form, we can draw a card, which is very neat. Weapon Clash. We're gonna have a plethora of face down, so we get some damage reduction. Also builds us a top card of our deck to maybe be picked up later. Play some copies of Keiko's Aid because we don't want to die. Also always cools because we don't want to die, and it helps us turbo build. Learning to Harden because we can destroy this with Armin's form to draw a card, and then if we have like Ambition, we draw 2 cards to fill our hand. Button Collector, so we can seal cards and or draw cards. So we're gonna have ways to unflip. If we have we can destroy these. We can't unflip them, unfortunately, but we can destroy this foundation to go look for anything else. And then the best outwit, in my opinion, battle plan. After one of your foundations committed due to a rival effect, they sacrifice a foundation. Enhance, your attack gets 1 speed. So it gives us some speed buff, and it gives us a really cool outwit piece that if we're stunned, we get to flip commit this, and then unflip this, commit this to make them sack a foundation, and then we also make them commit a foundation due to Armin, which is very cool. So that's the Armin 3 deck, guys. Like I said, the attack lineup probably needs to be completely overhauled into a stun deck. Like, we're just going to play hard stun and then play Irwin's final charge just to murder them. And we'll probably end up playing Battle Order Release too. But yeah, that's the first version of the deck. I've had this in the pocket for a while and just haven't worked on it because I'm working on Nat's decks. So, but yeah, this is a cool Armin deck. Probably a locals level character. Just to have some fun and try them out. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and so you don't miss a notification for a video or an update. Yeah, something like that. But again, thanks again, and everyone take care.